So what if your childhood friend becomes a pop idol? However, you've been crushing hard on her. That's meant to be taken both ways. And after spying on her swimming, she gives you the push you need to confess your feelings. To not give too much away, that's where we're gonna end the short summary. Let's talk 563081, called Umise Aoba Wants to Be Yours. It's from the artist Ulrich. There's a lot of tags to go off of for this one, so let's just get right into it. The dozen starts out with someone watching a performance of the singer Umise Aoba, the childhood friend of our main character. Her songs are hits. She's a model and actress, and such a person is the childhood friend of this guy, actively gooning to the video. It cuts to the next day, and people are rushing to the roof to see Aoba in a swimsuit, complimenting her on her athleticism and body, which goes unheard of. She notices the perverts looking, and specifically Junta, our main character. He bolts out of there, but gets stopped by her calling him a rascal. Her clothes are wet from the swimsuit because she also rushed to catch him, and the two end up walking home together. He tries to explain himself, which doesn't end up going well, and she reminisces on how it's been a while since they've walked back together, but since she's a star, it's not like he can just walk up to her, which she makes fun of him for being lonely and crying on his pillow that she was out of reach, which apparently called him out, which he tries to play off as her just wanting to flex about being a big shot. And she does flex, showing him a photo of her with a famous group she met at an after party, but his mind goes some other place, and it isn't very subtle about where he goes. Aoba tells Junta that she's going to Tokyo for work, so if he has something to say, then now's the time to say it. He thinks for a bit, thinking back to their childhood and how she used to be the shy one clinging to him. But now their dynamic switched. She's taller and teases him for it, and started playing guitar after he taught her. To him, her wings are spread wider every moment, and there's no way a background character like him could ever catch up to her. So he just tells her good luck on her work, getting insulted for saying that because she knows what he did, referring to the goon sessions where he forgot to close his curtains, letting her see. So she asks what he really thinks about her, and that push gets him to confess, but downplays himself, saying he's just an ordinary person and he'd given up on going out with her, thinking that someone else would be better. But she just leans in and they kiss, then asking if she became someone else's, if he would be fine with that, which of course he isn't, and asks her out, with her saying he's hopeless if he needed that kind of push, but ultimately agrees to go out since she also has those feelings. But they have to scram after seeing a car, because the car had some paparazzi trying to get the scoop of her scandal, where they end up checking the bathroom to see if they're having a good time. But the two are in close vicinity of each other, and you know where that goes. They finish up, and it cuts to the next morning where people are talking about Aoba's performance, and he walks back to the bathroom where she's there, and the doujin ends. Overall, I rate this a 9 out of 10. The story was kind of amazing, I'm not gonna lie, and the art style was just absolutely phenomenal. I don't really have any critiques about it, as it's just generally good, so check it out for yourselves as always. And that's all I got. I'll see you in the next one.
Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul. These hentai babes make me drool. Hasane Biku is great. She makes me masturbate. Fairy tale.